Hey guys, it's Kara and Ryan down in Nashville, 53rd Annual CMA Awards coming up on Wednesday, and we have a new Artist of the Year nominee, Cody Johnson. How are you?
Good. How are y'all?
Doing well.
Living the dream.
Yeah, I mean, say you're not pouring concrete. So
No,
you're
I'm
doing all
not. I'm not throwing trash. We're doing okay.
right. You're doing okay.
You have quite the backstory. I mean, you're not really a new artist. You know, you've been around for a long, long time. So what does it feel like to be in that category?
You could look at it a couple of different ways. I've been playing music for 13 years. Started, basically in Texas playing bars and dance halls that my heroes had played. I never really looked at the big picture. I never really wanted to. I have to attain this goal in order to feel like I've made it. And coming from where I come from, it was a fan base that really didn't care whether or not I was played on mainstream radio or whether or not I had a record deal because they were getting us through streamings. Fast forward 13 years later, the reason why we just made probably one of the most groundbreaking record deals in this town was because of all those streaming numbers. And so you could look at God works in funny ways. Mm-hmm. I think this has been a good opportunity for me to prove to the fans that have been with me all this time that I didn't change anything. I'm not coming up here and changing my act to make it big. I'm still who I am musically and who I am myself. And it's also an opportunity now that I am getting national airplay to go reach a new set of fans that only listens to me because you're playing me on the radio and we have the record deal. And it's a good opportunity for me to be myself to a new group of people all over again. It's really, it just sharpens my sword a little bit.
Absolutely. I mean, when you think about it too, like, you started with the big Texas crowd. I mean, like the people that are new fans to you, I mean, how has that been for you? Like as people that are kind of been coming out and saying, hey, Cody, we're loving you.
The reception's been unreal. I've been called a lot of things over my career. I've been called red dirt music, Texas music, and it's funny now here in this town, people are saying, well, you play real country music. Call it what you want. It's just the music that I believe in, and it happens to be more traditional. And the general consensus has been, hey, man, it's about time somebody steps up and is not afraid to play real country music. And, stuff that does have a reminiscent of some of the times of old, the 80s and the 90s countries. And, excuse me, that was never like a goal, like I want to be that guy to take that stand, but I'm also not scared of much. So the fact that I'm able to sit in that category and kind of have that reputation, I'm pretty proud of that. That's awesome.
It has been a lot of fun to watch you. I mean, before you had your record label, to sell out venues, and your song wasn't on the radio, but you had those people who were backing your music the whole time.
Right, and there's this common misconception that it was like I had like this whole stick it to the man attitude. Like, not at all. Like I just always been thankful with what I have. I mean, I think if you're just learn to be comfortable in the skin you're in, you've always made it. People like, how do you feel now that you've made it? I'm going, man, I've been playing music for 13 years, doing what I love for a living. It's not always been easy. Trust me, it's been very hard, but I've made it already. Like I don't define success by what record label you get or how many records you sell. I get to play music, man. That's what I love, and it's music that I believe in. And even now that I've signed to a record deal after being independent, Warner Music Nashville has allowed me to 100% be myself. We're not changing anything. And that's a great feeling to know that I'm getting to do what a lot of guys wish they could have got the opportunity to do. I'm very blessed,
Yeah.
for sure.
Holidays coming up, Christmas
Dang
traditions.
right, deer season. Oh yeah, Thanksgiving
deer
and Christmas.
season. You went right to deer season.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yes, deer season. Yeah, it's all coming up, and I've only, like I said, I've only got like 3 or 4 shows left on the year, and I'm going home. They asked me to interview not too long ago. Where would you go for vacation? Like dream vacation? I was like home.
I bet. You've seen everywhere else for crying out loud.
I just want to go home for a little while.
So what is your Christmas tradition?
To be at home. I usually, my manager Howie and I have worked together for almost 10 years of making sure that when it starts to come into the fall, October, November, I really slow down and I have time to go home and just recharge, cut firewood, work on my ranch, just turn it off for a little while.
It's awesome. Cody Johnson, everybody.